that's the one thing I learned. That's the one thing I learned a long time ago. How do I gathering everybody together if I want to build a global business, right? Before, most of people, they have to travel over there, and that's hard. Or they have to depending on some of your member. They open they recruiting member in different country, but again, it's hard to support them. It's hard to support them. You know, everybody know Atomy as a success system. Now, the number one is to have a weekly meeting. If you cannot have a meeting with them, they will lose the interest of doing the business because everybody join at the beginning, they have no idea what they're doing, right? So that's why right now, everybody can use the Zoom to help you to bring everybody together in one meeting. This is wonderful. Let me open my PPT. I just have a small PPT because I don't know how to make a PPT. I just make a simple one. And my voice a little bit of a hassle because I've been traveling last week, 3 straight days doing a one-day seminar for Taiwan, and we just had a big team home party yesterday at my office here. So let me see. Let me share the screen. Okay, everybody see my screen okay?
Yes.
Good. All right. Again, introduce myself. My name is Shin. I'm a Star Master since March of this year. And I was a young immigrant to United States. I went to United States when I was 14 years old. Okay, but my family wasn't rich. So my dad owns a Chinese restaurant. So when I get there, I have to study, go to school in the morning. And after school, I have to go back to the restaurant, go in the kitchen, wash the dishes, and cut the vegetables. And that's my life throughout my high school. After I graduated from high school, I went to college, and I still doing the same thing. I work part-time and go to school full-time, and try to. I did not depend on my family, which they don't have money for me to depend on. I just had to work my way through college. But during that time, I kind of make myself, one day I want to be successful. One day I want to be a rich person. Now it happened to me because one time one of my godmother took me to dinner, and after dinner, she took a stack of stack of bill, probably like $20 or $100, and she paid for the meal. And I look at that stack of money. I was like, well, it's good to be rich, right? So everybody like to be rich, right? So that's why I put that mindset in my mind that I want to be rich one day. Okay. So after college, I start working really, really hard. Now I done the restaurant manager. I work in the sales for the food distributor. I also become a financial advisor and learn how to invest in the stock market. And then later I become sales manager. Then I opened the supermarket. That's when I made my first bucket goal. So I was doing really well in the supermarket business. Then I'd be able to retire when I was 43. And why I decided to retire at such a young age? because when I was 42, my brother is 1 year older than me, and he had a heart attack. He had a heart attack, and he just gone, just instantly, right? So it was a very sad moment because we were really, really close. And I was thinking to myself, what's the money to a person? If you work so hard, you spend all your time working, trying to earn a lot of money, but it could just gone just like that, right? And when you're working so hard, you spend all your time working, you don't have time to spend with your kids, and you don't have time to spend with your parents. You know, our parents, you know, they're older than us. Then once they're gone, they're gone. You have no opportunity to spend time with them anymore, right? So that's why I decided to sell all my business and move back to Taiwan again. So when I was 43, I decided to retire. I took my two boys back to Taiwan. Now, first for them to learn Chinese. The second is for me to spend time with my parents. So I done that for a couple of years, really do nothing but taking care of kids and spending time with my parents. Okay. Then in the summer of 2014, that's when I joined the Atomy. And why do I join Atomy? First, before I never liked the MLM business. You know, I have opportunity that people present the MLM business to me, you know, A company or M company or N company, many company, they asked me to join. And at that time, you know, because I was in sales, right? I was in sales, so people like to recruit in salespeople to do MLM business because we know how to sales, we know how to talk to people. Then, but I didn't like the business model because all the products, they are so expensive. And I feel like if I ask my friend to buy the product, to use the product, even though they have a great product, but they have to spend a fortune to buy those products. And plus, not to mention about, you have to buy every single month, you know, because I saw my dad join one of the company, and he ended up with a lot of product at home, and he couldn't even finish taking it, right? So they keep continuing sending to him, so I have to help him. I have to help him to take some of those supplements, and you know, so I really didn't like the business model. Not until I met Atomy. You know, one of my family member, they just joined me while I was vacationing in Taiwan. They say, hey, I sign you out as a member of this company called Atomy, and they have one of a sponsor is in Taiwan now recruiting. So can you go talk to her? Which I did. You know, I know Atomy is an MLM, but you know, since they already joined me, so I might as well just go understand what is Atomy is all about. But again, when I met with at that time, she was a Shin master. Now she's a prom master, Mrs. Kim, our Imperial Master's sister. And I met her, and she came and speak English. She had to bring a lady from Atlanta to translate for me, and still not really understand what Atomy is. And she invited me to the center meeting. So I meet with her at a center meeting, and again at that time, Atomy was so new. They just started in Taiwan in January 2014, and I joined in July 2014, right? So it's only 6 months. So I went to the center. Actually, the lecture wasn't so good. You know, they're not really professional. I don't really get impressed. No, you don't get, wow, this is a great company. You don't get that feeling, right? You know, I only feel that, well, we have to read that company model. This is kind of is that some kind of cult that I joined? You have to read some kind of company models. No, really weird. So, but what impressed me was when the meeting finished. It was at a building. I think it's level 6, right? 6th level, and she walked me to the elevator. Now, Mr. King walked me to the elevator, and she bowed to me 90 degrees. She bowed to me, when I walk, when I walk in the elevator and turn around, I saw her bow to me. I was like, wow, what kind of company is this? Because I wasn't anything at that time. Remember, I just joined. I haven't even recruited anybody yet, right? And she just bowed to me that I'm going to be a superstar or something. So so again, when I went home, I started trying to research about this company, and I ordered a lot of products to try. And what impressed me about this company was the product and its price, because I was in the supermarket business, right? So I know the product quality and I know the price. We are really sensitive about the price. I look at the price. If a product with all the natural ingredients, normally a shampoo will cost you, $20-30. Now, but Atomy at that time is only what, $12. $12 per shampoo. I was like, that's really good. So I should try everything. So I did order everything at that time. As a supermarket owners, we not hesitate to try the product. And money is not an issue to order all the products. So we order all the product to test it out. And we were like, oh yeah, maybe we could introduce Atomy product in our supermarket. Maybe we could introduce the product. So when I come back to the United States, I say a little counter, a little case in my supermarket, and display all the Atomy products over there, which that people might buy, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, toothbrush, and some sunscreen, and maybe supplements. People like to ask us, what supplement they need to take to help them to get better, and that's how it begins. Then I'm that time I come by and met with Mrs. Sun and Sam Mansu. Now we went to their house and they welcomed us. At that time, I remember first day I went to her house. There were a lot of Koreans there. There were a lot of Koreans, probably like 15 Koreans over there, and they all speak Korean. And they all want me to sit down. At that time, even our Pearl Master Jason Shin was there. And they all sit down and ask, they open my language and they tell me, oh, you shouldn't do this. You should just do tuna, blah, 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 all that stuff. I was like, okay. So I kind of just follow what they tell me to do and start learning, how to do the presentation. Because at that time, only, I believe it was Jeff Park is doing the training and not many people doing the presentation. So they really need somebody that can speak English and can do the presentation. So that's what I did. I volunteered myself and teach most of in the meeting to everybody. And that's when I recruiting Sherry and recruiting Ma and Ari to my team. And that's how I began. And I've been doing this for 8 years. Okay, so I just follow whatever they tell me to do. So the best way and faster way for you to become success is to listen to your leaders, because your leaders, the only thing they want you to do is to become successful. That's all they want. Okay, that's all they want you to become successful. Because in Atomy, only our members successful, then we can become successful, right? So that we all focus in you instead of us. So that's the most different culture about the Atomy than any other MLM business. And that's how I found, because a lot of M&M business, when you reach different level, you actually get different price on your product. You get more discount. And then that becomes a competition between themselves. And plus, now they have to fulfill their minimum purchase every single month. So they have no way to help any of their members. But in Atomy, it's different. Once we reach 2.4 million PVs, we don't need any PV, so we can actually help our member with our purchase. Okay, so that's a very, very important, very, very different. So there are 5 rules I learned throughout my career. And this is actually 5 rules that wrote by Simon Sinek. Now, it's something that we follow can help us to become success. Okay. So rule number one is to get what you want. I'm going to tell you the story, about a bagel. Okay. Rule number one is to go get what you want. So when these 2 friends, when they go to the marathon, right? So at the end of marathon, they have concessions. They give people free bagels and free apples or some waters. And there was a long line, right? These 2 friends, when they run to the end of the line, they finish, and this guy saw the bagel. He said, "Oh, there's a free bagel," right? But the other friend said, "No, it's the line is too long." But he said, "Free bagels." He said, "I don't want to wait for a line. Wait in the line. It's too long. What's the time?" So this guy really wants a bagel. So instead, he stayed in the line. He walked to the table, and he just reached in and grabbed a bagel. And nobody said anything. He just grabbed the bagel and left, right? So the story tells you that people always sees the things 2 ways. Number one, some people always sees the thing that they want and they go get it. And number 2, some people always sees the thing that preventing to getting what they want. So let's stop them from doing it. Okay? So you can either choose to try to see the things that you want to get. Now, such like an Atomy that we want to be successful. You say your goal to be an impure master, right? And you want to be impure master, but there are many obstacles, right? But if you see all this obstacle are preventing you from becoming an impure master, then you will give up, then you will stop, right? So don't become that person, See, the rule is you can go after whatever you want, but you just can't deny somebody else to go get whatever they want. So the point is that you don't have to wait in line. You don't have to do like everyone else. You can just break the rule, but you just can't get in the way that someone else getting what they want. So that's the rule number 1. Okay. Rule number 2. The real problem is yourself. The real problem is yourself. In the 18th century, there's a disease called puerperal fever. It also calls black death of childbed. Okay, what it is, what's happened when doctor give a birth to a child, and the mother will die within 48 hours after giving birth. And this is true story back in the 18th centuries. And they have about 70 to 80% of a fertility rate. It's very scary, right? So hospital, if we have a 100 baby delivered, 70 or 80% of mother cannot make it. And they couldn't find out what happened. So they doing all the autopsy to find out what's the cause of a mother, get infected and die. So they couldn't find out what's going on, not until this Dr. Oliver went home. He found out that all the doctors who were doing the autopsy in the morning, and they went to deliver the baby in the afternoon, and they did not wash their hand. So he told them, hey, look, guys, if you simply wash your hand, this problem will disappear. All the doctor didn't believe him. I said, you're crazy. No, we are doctors. No, we know what, we are clean. So not until 10, 20 years later, they really did sanitize their equipment, so they wash their hand, and that disease just disappeared. It just disappeared. So number one, you think sometimes the problem is not really as big as what we think, right? Number two is sometimes we are the problems. Okay, we always try to think that, well, this person did that person did that, but we fail to examine ourselves. Sometimes the problem is us. Okay. So you can take all the credit on the things that you do right, but you also have to accept when you are wrong. Okay, that's when you do things. Remember that. You are not always right. Sometimes you are the problems. Rule number 3, teamwork. Take care of each other. The United States Marines, United States Navy SEALs are perhaps the most elite warrior in the world, right? One of the SEAL was asked, who make it through for the selection process? Who was able to becoming a SEAL? His answer was, I can't tell you who becomes a SEAL. I can't tell you who make the bus, but I can tell you what kind of people don't become a SEAL, he said. The guy shows up with the bulging muscles, covering in tattoos, who once proved the world how tough they are. None of them make it through, he said. The premier leaders who likes to dedicate all their responsibility and never do anything themselves, none of them make it through. He said, the star college athlete who never been tested, they never been tested the core of their being, none of them make it through. He says, some of the guys making through, were skinny and scrawny. He said, some of the guys make it through, you can see them shivering of a fear. However, all the guys making through, they will find themselves physically spent, emotionally spent, when they have nothing left physically or emotionally. Somehow, some way, they're able to find energy to dig down deep inside of them to find the energy to help the guy next to them. They become SEALs, he says. You want to be a lead warrior, it's not about how tough you are, how smart you are. It's not about how fast you are. If you want to be a lead warrior, you better get really, really good on helping the person on the left of you and on the right of you. Because that's how people advance in the war. The war is too dangerous and too difficult for you to think you can do this alone. Learn by practicing helping each other. It will be a single most valuable things you learn from your entire life. To accept help when it's offered, and to ask when you know like you can't do this. The amazing thing is when you ask for help, you discover that there are people all around you who always wants to help you. They just don't think you need it. They just don't think you need it because you keep pretending that you have everything under control. In a minute, you're saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm stuck. I'm scared. I don't think I can do this. You will find lots of people who love you, willing to take care of you. But this only happen is when you learn to take care of them first, okay? You have to take care of them first. And this is so true in our Atomy team building business. If you don't take care your left side, you don't take care of your right side, when you need help, nobody will listen to you. Nobody will help you, right? But if you're willing to help them first, and when you're ready to advance, everybody willing to help you to do it together. So remember that, very important. Okay, rule number 4, listen more and speak less. Always be the last one to speak. It's very important. It's very hard to do, right? Here's a story. Nelson Mandela is universally regarded as the best leader of the world, right? He was actually the son of the tribal chief. And he was asked one day, how did you learn to become a great leader? And he responded that when he was young, that he would go with his father to the tribal meeting. And he remembers 2 things. What his father is doing while he's in the meeting, right? So number 1 thing is they always sit in the circle. Number 2, his father was always the last one to speak. Okay, his father was always last one to speak. You were told your whole life like you need to listen, right? I would say you need to learn the lesson to be the last one to speak. You will see some leaders when they walk into the ballroom and tell everyone like, here's the problem and here's what I think. But I'm interested in your opinion. Let's go around the room. Then when you say that, that's too late because you already say the problems, right? The skill to hold your opinion to yourself until everyone's spoken does 2 things. Number 1, it gives everyone a feeling that they have been heard. It gives everyone a feeling that they had contributed. Okay. Number 2, it get a benefit of hearing what everybody has to say, right? Before you rendering your opinion. The skill is to keep your opinion to yourself. If you agree, don't not yes. If you disagree, don't not no. Simply just sit there and take it all in. The only thing that you're allowed to do is to ask questions so you can really understand what they meant. And when they have an opinion that they had, you must understand where they are coming from, right? So the rule number 4 is really to learn how to be the last one to speak. Okay, then people will respect you more. Then rule number 5, remember where we are come from. Remember where you're from. Okay. And there's a story about the Secretary of Defense. And he was invited to this conference to do the speech, right? For about over 1,000 people. When he stayed on the stage, and he was holding a cup of coffee in a styrofoam cup, giving his speech. With his PowerPoint behind him, he took a sip of his coffee. He took a sip of his coffee and smiled. Then he looked down at the coffee and he went off script. And he said, last year, he speak at the exact same conference, exact location. No, last year. Last year, I was still under the secretary. And when I spoke here last year, they flew me here in the business class. And when I arrived at the airport, there was somebody waiting for me and take me to my hotel. Then I can go straight to my hotel room because they already checked in for me. Next day morning, when I come down the stair, when I come down to the lobby, there was somebody greeting to me and drive me to the conference and drove me to the conference. And they took me straight back to the stage in a little greeting room, and they hand me a cup of coffee in a beautiful ceramic cup. The coffee in a ceramic cup, right? He said, now I'm no longer a secretary. I flew here coach. I took a taxi to the hotel. I checked the hotel room myself. And when I come downstairs, come down to the lobby this morning, I took another taxi to the conference. And I have to come to the front door and found my way back to the backstage. And I asked someone, do you have any coffee? And he pointed to the coffee machine at the corner. I poured myself a cup of coffee into this styrofoam cup. He said the lesson is the ceramic cup was never meant for me. It was meant for the position I held. I really deserve a styrofoam cup. And remember this, as you gain fame, as you gain fortune, as you gain positions, people treat you better. They will hold door open for you. They will get you a cup of tea or coffee without you even asking. They will call you sir or man. They will give you stuff. None of those stuff are meant for you. The stuffs are for the position that you are hold. It was meant for the level that you had achieved. A leader for success, or whatever you want to call it. But you will always deserve a styrofoam cup. Remember that lessons. Humility and gratitude, you can accept all the free stuff. You can accept all the perks. Absolute, you can enjoy them, just grateful for them. And learn that they are not for you. Okay? So none of us deserve a stuff we get, but we all deserve a styrofoam cup. So remember where you come from. Now, as we progress through our Atomy career, when you advance to different mastership level, you will get treated better. Company will pay for your hotel rooms, will pay for your dinner, will give you a lot of free stuff. But remember where you come from. When you started Atomy, just a member. and you want to be humble. You want to be humble. You are always that styrofoam cup. Okay, there's a 5 story after I just share with you. 5 rule that I always remember to remind myself when I do the Atomy business. There's a one last story I learned just from the last one-day seminar. And there's a story about a little old Christian ladies. Okay, this old Christian lady, she believes in God. She goes to church every Sunday. She prayed every time before the meal. Okay, so one day there's a big flood coming to her town. Okay, and the town manager tell her that you need to get out. The flood is coming, and she told him that no. My God will come to me. My God will come save me. Right. So the town manager left. Then the flood start coming. When it start coming to her, when the water reached to her waist, then there's a rescue boat coming with a handsome guy with a rescue boat try to save her, and she tell him that no, don't worry, my God will come save me. Right. Then the water keep rising to her head. Then there's an elevator, boom, elevator come rescue her, right? And she tell her, no, don't worry, my God will come save me. Then what happened? Then the flood actually, kills her. Then she went to heaven. She saw God, and she said to God, I believe in you so much. Why you didn't come save me? The God told her, I did. First, I sent the town manager to tell you to leave. You didn't leave. Then I sent another guy with a rescue board to come save you, and you still tell them to go away. Then I sent another helicopter to come rescue you, and you still don't want to leave. So this story tells us that opportunity are presented right in front of you, which is Atomy, right? And you see a lot of people, they turn you down, and they always blame that why I never have a chance to become success, because they turn away the opportunity for them to become success. Okay, you can always tell them this story, and maybe after they listen to this story, they will sign you up. They will sign out as a member. Okay, so this is what I have for everybody today, and I wish everybody to become successful in Atomy business. I know, as long as we believe, as we believe in the company, and we continue to work on it, and everyone will become successful. Okay, aja. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Star Master Craig Shin. Let's give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. All right, thank you very much. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll open it up for question and answer for maybe just a few minutes, and then our Royal Crown Master Royal Master Sue is going to come on, and she's going to give us some announcements. So if there's any questions, raise your hand and unmute for Star Master Craig Shin. You made it so simple, Craig. They may not have any questions. Okay. I see Raylene. Yes, Raylene.
Hello,
Diamond
everyone.
Master.
Good evening. I'm Raylene Tilapia Minorca, Diamond Master from
Hello.
Atomy Data Center. Thank you, Star Master Craig Shin, for your very Excellent presentation. I learned a lot, but my question is, in the beginning, you said, listen to the leader. So I'm considering myself as one of the leader, but what if they're not listening to me? What would be the best strategy, or do you have any techniques additional techniques on top of the rules that you have presented to us that I can do so I can encourage my members and partners to
Okay.
listen? Thank you.
Very good. Very good question. You know, even now I have people not listening. But you always have to think from the story I'm telling you, there are two kinds of people, right? There are one kind of people, they only see the stuff that they want, right? And they go get it. Okay. And there's other people that always sees the things that preventing them from getting what they want. And that's those kind of people, they don't listen, because whenever you tell them something, even coming from your heart, you want them to become successful just like you one day. But they will think that, oh, all you want me to do is buy product. All you want me to do is do this, right? So they don't see that the future. They don't have the vision. They don't have the vision like us. Okay. Sometimes it takes time. And probably for me now, I'm in a better position that I don't really need. I have a lot of partners already. So for those people, they don't understand. I will say, well, just start with the product first. No, if you like the product, if you enjoy the product, you benefit from the product, go ahead, use the product. It become a happy consumer. And one day they will realize, they will see you advance in the position. They will see you making a lot of money later on. And at that time, they will open their eyes, you know. And always remember, we have a lot of people to help. We have a lot of people to help. We never run out of people to help, right? There's still a lot of people hasn't joined. The Atomy is for everybody. It's not just for people wanna make money. It's for a lot of consumer too, right? Remember 20-80 rule. There are 20% people are doing the business, and 80% of people, they are just a consumer, right? So if they don't want to listen, if they think that they know better than you, well, let them just, sometimes just let them do whatever they want until they fail. Then they will come to you and ask you for the advice. Okay, so I never try to forcing people to do what they don't want to do, right? They can just stay as a consumer, stay as a happy consumer. That's fine, because the product benefit. They don't have to do the business. But we will always find those good partners where they see our vision, right? They see our vision. They want to do this. They want to be successful with us together. They wanted to advance together. And those are the people that you need to bring with you together to advance in the Atomy career, okay? So don't worry about those people. You can sit there on the side, say, okay, no problem, just go ahead, use the product. Until one day that you need help, I'm always here for you. All right?
Thank you, Star Master Craig Shin. Very inspiring. Thank you.
You're welcome. Very good questions.
All right, thank you very much. Now we're going to bring on our Royal Master, Yusuk Sung. She is going to give us some announcements. Yusuk, how are you doing?
Hi, good evening, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Star Master Craig Shin, Taiwan. Great presentation. We have many Spanish speakers in this room. Star Master Flora, would you translate for me my message, please? Flora, are you there?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. I have a lot of news from a company. I want to share tonight.
Tengo muchas noticias que darles de parte de la compañía, así que voy a proceder.
I have one question. Many people, is more than 100 people. Anybody in this room, any new people?
Tengo una pregunta. Tenemos más de 100 personas. Bueno, teníamos. ¿Hay alguna persona nueva en este momento?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome, Eugene, Miss
Thank
Eugene,
you.
and Manuel partner. Welcome, congratulations, you met Atomy.
Y
Thank
felicidades
you.
por haber conocido a Atomy.
Yeah, Atomy.
I am with Sylvia Kemp.
Yeah, welcome, welcome. You are very lucky.
Yeah, thank you.
As you know, many people in this room, most of people Atomy businessmen together now.
Como podemos darnos cuenta, la mayoría de las personas aquí en esta sala son personas de negocios.
We know Atomy value, we know Atomy future. That's why we are here.
Estamos aquí porque conocemos el valor de Atomy y sabemos el futuro que nos trae.
Today is Star Master Craig Chin. Good presentation. What is the company? What is the Atomy value?
El maestro Estrella, Craig Chin, nos compartió algo muy importante acerca del valor de esta compañía y cuál es el porqué.
Atomy have a two-way. So anybody wanted to only stay consumer or wanted to make money, the business people, you can choose anyone.
En Atomy no necesariamente usted tiene que hacer el negocio, usted puede ser un feliz consumidor o si quiere hacer el negocio también puede hacer el negocio perfectamente.
Mr. Craig said, this is a great opportunity. Do you not take this opportunity?
Como dijo Craig, esta es una gran oportunidad. ¿Usted quiere tomar esta oportunidad?
Yes, that's why we are here. Please
Por eso
don't
estamos
lose this opportunity.
Por favor, no pierda esta oportunidad, no la deje pasar.
Atomy is individual business owner. You guys, you are the online shopping mall owner, platform business owner.
En esta compañía, usted es el dueño de su propio negocio. Usted es el jefe.
Last 2.5 years, we couldn't do that in-person meeting. We do that only Zoom system online meeting.
Por los previos 2 años y medio, no podíamos hacer reuniones en persona, solamente por Zoom.
Even a pandemic situation, Atomy growing a lot, growing fast.
Y aún así, a pesar de la pandemia, nuestra compañía de Atomy siguió creciendo.
So even pandemic situation, our group growing a lot. Many people take a mastership and income growing a lot.
Y a pesar de la pandemia, el grupo creció muchísimo este grupo. Y los ingresos también, tuvimos nuevas maestrías, así que seguimos avanzando.
Thanks for your effort, everyone.
Gracias por todo su gran esfuerzo, les doy a todos.
Now, all around the world, people that we have to survive with the virus.
Y pues alrededor del mundo tuvimos que sobrevivir este virus.
So as the Atomy is staying, we open, we have to do in-person meeting, in-person seminar.
Así como el mundo ya abrió sus puertas de nuevo, así en Atomy también debemos abrir nuestras puertas y empezar a reunirnos persona a persona.
So Atomy USA starting in-person seminar, start in July.
Así que en julio de este año, Atomy comenzó a hacer los seminarios de un día en persona.
East Coast, we've been at 3 places, West Coast of 4 places. It was successful.
En la costa del este fueron 3 lugares donde se hizo seminario, en la costa del oeste fueron 4 lugares. Fue todo un éxito.
August, East Coast, we're starting Charlotte, Raleigh, North Carolina first.
Ahorita en agosto vamos a comenzar con Raleigh para empezar.
August 9th, Tuesday.
Este martes 9 de agosto.
This time, company officer, 3 people get together this seminar.
Este seminario van a asistir 3 personas corporativas de Atomy.
They're coming from Seattle and New Jersey.
Ellos vienen de la oficina de Nueva Jersey.
Why the officer get together this seminar?
Se preguntarán por qué vienen el personal corporativo a estos seminarios.
they want to check how many people do this business, how's it growing, that place, Raleigh, Fayetteville, Jacksonville, and Orlando. They're going to be checking how many people work with Atomy.
Ellos están monitoreando para ver cuántas personas asisten a estos seminarios en Florida, en Raleigh, en Greensboro, en Charlotte, Jacksonville, Atlanta, etcétera, etcétera.
If it's not growing well, not many people working, company plan another place, another city.
Y si esto no es un éxito, si vemos que ellos ven que no se reúnen suficientes personas, ellos van a cambiar de lugar y de estrategia.
Company said 3 months, July, August, and September, they checking all the city, so they make another schedule.
Ellos están haciendo una prueba por 3 meses, están revisando las ciudades y para ver si van a cambiar de ciudad o se van a mantener en la misma.
Then my teams in this room, all brother line, sister line, business people get together.
En este equipo donde yo tengo mi estructura, tenemos muchas líneas y todos nos reunimos juntos.
Atomy is a team of business, communication business, and strategy business.
Es un trabajo en equipo, es un trabajo en estrategia y trabajamos todos juntos.
We have to support together. We have to work together.
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
We have to team up together, work together.
Así que pues vamos a trabajar juntos y vamos a seguir caminando juntos.
Please, anybody have your member in Raleigh, North Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida, Orlando, Florida? Please sending your partner and your family.
Así que pues vamos a trabajar en sinergia y si usted tiene un socio en estas áreas, por favor invítelos para que lleguen a estos seminarios, que nosotros vamos a ayudarles.
Atomy is one of a multi-level marketing.
Atomy es un mercadeo en red.
This is a human relationship business.
Pero también se trata de tener buenas relaciones humanas.
But this business is not sale business, no retail business.
Realmente no es un negocio de reventa, no es un negocio de estar vendiendo así como en otras compañías.
Atomy is a find people business, make a net your people business.
Atomy se trata de encontrar personas que quieran hacer este negocio, personas que les interese y quieran hacer una red.
So please find good people, Raleigh, Jacksonville, Orlando, any your relation, any relative, please send into this seminar. This is very important this month.
Así que vayamos a buscar estas personas claves y mandémoslos a los seminarios o vayamos con ellos a estos lugares.
So Jacksonville, August 11.
Jacksonville
Thursday.
será agosto 11, el seminario.
And Orlando, Florida, August 13, Saturday.
Agosto 13 será Orlando, Florida.
New York, Long Island, August 20, Saturday.
Agosto 20, un sábado, sería en Nueva York, Long Island.
And Greensboro, North Carolina, Spanish seminar, August 27.
Seminario en español, Greensboro, Carolina del Norte, agosto 27.
Most of my team is live in southeast coast.
La mayoría de mi equipo vive en el sureste de la costa.
So Atomy US starting Success Academy. So the Atlanta area is gonna be December 20.
Diciembre 20 tendremos nuestra primera academia de éxito de vuelta en Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, so please, we can see everyone at the Success Academy December.
Y podremos reunirnos ahí en esta academia de éxito en diciembre.
Atomy USA has been a two-time English ABR program and Spanish season 1. It was very successful. Thanks for participate all leaders and members.
Gracias a todos los miembros por participar aquí. Manuel Ortiz said it's Sunday, the Long Island. It's going to be on Sunday. So, va a ser el domingo el seminario de Long Island.
21, Sunday 21.
Okay, I will posting the Kakao Talk later. Thank you, Manuel.
Y él lo va a publicar en el Kakao Talk.
So company said this year, no more, not any more ABR program.
Por este año, la compañía suspende los programas de ABR.
And company assignment, please do that in-person center meeting. It's time to starting face-to-face meeting.
Las indicaciones de la compañía son que comencemos a hacer las reuniones en persona semanales.
My idea, any center, please do that line group weekly meeting at the center.
Mi idea es que se me ha ocurrido que podemos hacer reuniones de línea por lo pronto, donde pues tú vas con tu estructura.
It's up to you how to do it. Anyway, you have to use in your center.
Es de tu decisión cómo hacerlo, pero debes de asistir a tu centro de educación.
What is the Atomy purpose? Open.
¿Cuál es el propósito de Atomy al abrir?
Yeah, as you know, compensation plan, they pay 6% volume for the running for the center because training for your partners.
Como pueden ver en el plan de compensación, nos muestra que el 6% es para los centros educativos. Así que estos centros educativos, el propósito es entrenarse entre socios.
If you're not using center, you don't need to center.
Si no estamos usando los centros, pues no los necesitamos entonces.
Our groups, we have good news.
En nuestro grupo tenemos excelentes noticias.
Atomy, Minnesota Global Center, they expand more big and rebuild the center. Congratulations, Marvin, Master.
El centro de Minnesota de Mabank fue expandido. Felicidades por a Mabank por hacerlo posible.
Yeah, another center is a Atomy High Point Global Center. Center leader is Richie Yang Chua Yang, the High Point, North Carolina.
Tenemos otro centro nuevo que está por abrir en High Point, Norte Carolina, y los Sharon Ross Master, Rich Yang y Chua Yang van a ser los líderes de este centro.
There will be opening ceremony at August 13th, Saturday, 5 p.m.
Este sábado, agosto 13, tendremos la gran apertura a las 5 de la tarde en High Point.
Yes, if you're available, please join us. We're eating dinner together and party together.
Si usted está cerca, está disponible, acompáñanos, tendremos una amena reunión y comida.
And a couple more team, they applied new center.
Tengo personas nuevas aplicando por centros nuevos.
One of my partners in Malaysia is a Craig Chin team. We applied now Malaysia.
Acabamos de aplicar para abrir un centro en Malasia del equipo de Craig Chin.
Another team is Master Gerard's team in Philippines.
También Gerard Mirandilla está solicitando un centro en Filipinas.
I'm so happy. So all my partners are working hard globally.
Estoy muy feliz y orgullosa de que mis socios estén trabajando muy duro y globalmente.
So some people confuse. If you open center, you can make side income. No. Just running for education purpose.
Las personas se confunden y piensan que van a hacer el gran dinero con abrir un centro, pero realmente el propósito de los centros es que sean centros educativos.
If it's not enough money for rent, you have to pay from your pocket.
Y si ese 6% no es suficiente para pagar la renta y los gastos, usted tiene que invertir de su bolsa para pagar esos gastos.
If you want to open anybody new center, you have to take signature as a rural leadership member.
Cuando usted quiere abrir un centro, usted necesita el apoyo de su maestro real para que le firme y lo recomiende.
I'm the one of the rural master, the rural leaders from member. I have to do signatures for your new center. Everything my shoulder. That's my responsibility. That's why I have to signature. Any trouble, that's my fault, my responsibility.
Entonces a mí me toca firmar y llevo esa carga sobre mi espalda porque cuando hay que autorizar un centro, yo firmo y pues tengo la responsabilidad de ese centro también.
I'm so happy. It's my partner working hard everywhere. So I'm gonna support. I wanna work with you.
Estoy muy feliz de que mis socios estén trabajando en todos lados muy arduamente, así que les voy a dar todo el apoyo que esté en mis manos.
NC Global, my team has been last 2.5 years pandemic situation. We have only Zoom meeting.
En el grupo de NS Global, pues nos hemos sostenido solo con reuniones de Zoom.
It's time we have to do center meeting in person.
Pero llegó el momento de hacer reuniones presenciales.
I'm going to do 2 ways, Zoom meeting and in-person meeting.
Y lo voy a hacer de las dos maneras, de Zoom y en persona.
So I love Zoom meeting also because we have a distance and a language. So we can do this way also.
A mí me encanta este nuevo sistema de Zoom porque podemos acortar distancia y reunirnos todos a la vez.
Atomy is a system business.
Atomy es un negocio en el que se maneja un sistema.
Your success or fail, how to good running your system depends on how to do running your team system. That's the way fail or success.
Y tu éxito va a depender de cómo manejas este sistema, cómo manejas ese equipo y cómo siguen las reglas.
Thank you very much, all my leaders. You guys, great job. A good running system. That's why our group is fire.
Muchas gracias a todos mis líderes por todo su esfuerzo. Han seguido el sistema y por eso el grupo está prendido.
So my decision, our team is a language Zoom meeting. Keep going same way.
Y por mi decisión es de que sigamos haciendo las reuniones así como están ahora.
So Korean group every Monday 9 p.m. Keep going Zoom system.
Los coreanos, el grupo coreano, todos los lunes sigan con su reunión.
Chinese groups every Wednesday 10 p.m. Eastern time. Craig Shin semester host. We keep going. Is that be okay, Craig?
La reunión del miércoles seguimos en chino, así que es con el señor Craig Chin a las 10 de la noche.
And English teams every Sunday 7:30 this room as a Sharon Master Sherry Lee host. Sherry, is that be okay? Keep going.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
La reunión en inglés seguirá corriendo. La señorita Cherry estuvo de acuerdo los domingos a las 7:30.
And another English team is every Saturday 8 p.m. Most of people in Hmong community and some English Cambodian will get together English team every Saturday 8 p.m. Richie Yang, Sharon, are you going to keep going?
Tenemos la reunión de las 8 los sábados en inglés. La mayoría es gente del pueblo de Hmong. Estamos preguntando al señor Rich si va a seguir continuando con esta reunión.
Yes, keep
Good.
going.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we keep going. It's English 2 class. And Philippine, Tagalog. How about Sharon Master Gerard? Are you going to be keep the Friday 8 a.m. Eastern time? Are you going to keep going?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Con la reunión de inglés por la tarde los sábados, Rich dijo que sí. Y también por la de la mañana en filipino, que es con Gerard Mirandilla, los sábados.
Anybody have a Philippine partner? Please plug in Sharon Master Gerard team. He is a great leader. He is hugging all Filipino business.
Agree.
Partners. Thank you very much.
Si usted tiene un miembro que hable ninguno de esos idiomas, alguno de estos idiomas, usted puede pegarlos a estas reuniones, sobre todo el filipino con el señor Gerard.
Spanish team, we've been elected 2 years. Every morning meeting 9 a.m. It's Monday through Friday.
Las reuniones en español han estado todo el año, de lunes a viernes.
I discussed with our Spanish speaker leaders this afternoon.
He hablado con los líderes hispanos esta tarde.
We decide cut only 2 times a week in the morning.
Y decidimos que se va a recortar a solamente 2 reuniones a la semana por la mañana.
Monday and Friday 9 a.m.
Será los lunes a las 9 de la mañana y los viernes a las 9 de la mañana.
Every Monday 7 p.m. for the new people, it's a full presentations, the company and product and compensation plan, vision. This for the new people.
Y los lunes por la tarde a las 7 de la tarde continuaremos con la reunión, que es una presentación completa e inspiradora para la gente nueva.
So Atomy USA focus now Latino community. So many people population in the United States. You don't need to go Colombia. You don't need to go Brazil. Please walk your place in the United States.
Estados Unidos, Atomy América se está enfocando, quieren que nos enfoquemos en las personas latinas de habla hispana. No necesita salir del país, no necesita ir a Brasil, a Colombia, a ningún lado. Usted necesita estar en donde lo puso Dios.
Please plug in this schedule so your Spanish speaker business partners.
Si usted tiene personas que hablan español, por favor, péguese a las reuniones donde se dan las reuniones en español.
So Atomy USA, they have announced a Korea headquarter tour schedule.
Anunciaron en Estados Unidos, Atomy, que viene el viaje turístico a Corea.
On November 14 to 19.
Noviembre del 14 al 19.
So 1 week schedule.
Una semana sería que lo que toma de tiempo.
Company pay everything, hotel, food, and touring, so except air ticket. You have to buy air ticket.
La compañía de Atomy cubre todos los gastos excepto por el vuelo de viaje.
If you're not available this time, you have another chance, 2023 March.
Si usted no puede asistir esta vez, tenemos una otra oportunidad en marzo del 2023.
So if you wanna join this tour, please talk with your sponsor.
Si usted quiere asistir a este viaje turístico, por favor hable con su patrocinador.
Another requirement above sales master.
Otro requisito es que debe de ser arriba de maestro en autoventas.
Okay, and please, all my leaders,
Por favor, todos mis líderes,
please running your own group training group meeting.
por favor, entrenen a su grupo, corran su reunión personal de entrenamiento.
Atomy is team of business and education business.
Atomy es un negocio de educación y de trabajo en equipo.
Please training for your business partners.
Por favor, no deje de entrenarse a sus socios y a usted.
And please be prepared about Atomy vision speech or above sales master.
Si usted es maestro en ventas o más arriba, usted por favor prepárese para que tenga su discurso de visión de la compañía.
How you met Atomy?
¿Cómo conoció Atomy?
Why choose Atomy?
¿Por qué escogió Atomy?
What is the vision through the Atomy?
¿Y qué ve a través de Atomy?
Make your own PPT or PowerPoint.
Haga su PowerPoint, su presentación personal.
Anybody ready? Please let me know through KakaoTalk, my personal KakaoTalk.
Si usted está listo y ya está preparado, por favor, hágame saber a través de Kakao.
Please sharing in this room and other Zoom meeting. Please sharing your story.
Por favor, compártalo en este Kakao, en el grupo de Kakao, para que nosotros podamos saber.
Another recommendation, please using this business all new technology, SNS, Instagram, and Facebook.
Por favor, también otra recomendación, tome provecho de las redes sociales, ya sea Instagram, ya sea Facebook, WhatsApp, Kakao, lo que sea.
No, a company recommends using Facebook.
La compañía recomienda altamente usar Facebook.
Any activity, any seminar result, please posting at the Facebook.
Sus actividades, seminarios, lo que esté pasando en su negocio, puede publicarlo en Facebook.
So if you go to the Facebook, Atomy America.
Si usted va a Atomy América en Facebook, ahí los va a encontrar.
So please get together friends, Atomy America friends.
Así que solicite la amistad de Atomy América para que usted pueda hacer sus reportes y publicaciones de lo que está haciendo.
You know, so today I'm so happy. So all my partners get together tonight.
Hoy estoy feliz que todos mis socios están reunidos en esta noche.
I used to have only my our auto sales master, diamond master workshop monthly.
Yo acostumbraba a tener un taller mensual hacia arriba de maestros diamantes hacia arriba.
I'm going to do the change from today. Once a month, I'm going to open news from company.
Pero esto va a cambiar porque ahora lo voy a hacer así en general una vez al mes.
So all sponsors, not your boss.
Así que sus patrocinadores no son sus jefes.
So we are same level, all business partners that get together, co-worker.
Todos estamos al mismo nivel, nadie es más que el otro, ni depende de la posición.
I'm your only bridge position with company and you.
Yo soy el puente entre la compañía y usted.
I have to listen all news from company. I have to sharing you guys.
Así que yo escucho el mensaje y yo soy el mensajero para ustedes para compartirles.
I think my partner, you are the leader.
Yo creo que todos ustedes, los que están aquí, mis socios, son líderes.
You have more than 2 people, right side, left side. Binary
Usted
system.
tiene más de 2 personas en la izquierda y en la derecha.
If you have more than 2 people, you are the leader, Atomy
Si
leader.
tiene más de 2 personas en cada línea, usted es un líder.
So you have to good take care of with them.
Así que usted debe cuidar de ellos.
So always stay with them rest of our life.
Siempre esté a su lado por el resto de su vida.
Don't do the piggy. You know what I mean?
No sea como un puerquito que nada más come de lo que le dan.
Don't do that, only take their effort to benefit.
No se beneficien solo de los esfuerzos de sus socios.
So anybody have your partner have a personal meeting and Zoom meeting, please go there all the time like a good parent.
Cuando sus socios tengan una reunión, ya sea por Zoom o presencial, asista con ellos, acompáñelos.
No reason, so I don't understand Spanish, I don't understand Chinese. No, we couldn't say. Please go there, any language, because their effort, sponsor take their benefit.
Así que no valen las excusas que diga usted, no, es que yo no hablo su idioma o que esto, que el otro, no. Usted debe de asistir ahí porque a usted también le llegan esos puntos de valor.
I have another good news.
Tengo otra excelente noticia.
Atomy USA, the last 1 year, we have a MTC as director.
I'm sorry, I don't...
The director is no working in Atomy USA, director.
El director...
Mr. Yu, he's been MTC, he's not working last 1 year. Director Yu.
El director no ha estado trabajando por el último año.
Finally, our CEO, Hunky Park, decided who's going to be director in Atomy USA.
Por fin, el señor Hangel Park ha decidido quién va a ser el director de Estados Unidos.
Mr. Kim, Craig, do you know Mr. Kim? Kim Tae-hyun. another CEO come to Atomy USA.
El señor
Yes.
Kim va a venir a Atomy, Estados Unidos.
He is number 2 Atomy.
I'm sorry?
He is the second power in Atomy.
Oh, yeah, tall guy. Ok, el señor es el segundo de los, ¿cómo se dice? El segundo dueño de Atomy.
He will charge Atomy USA director.
Él será nuestro nuevo director de Atomy.
Good news, great.
¿Les parece excelente? Yay.
Yeah, he is good man. He's a good, humble man.
Él es un excelente hombre, mucha calidad humana, es muy humilde.
I love him and respect him.
Yo lo quiero y lo respeto.
You know why CEO Hangelbach decided number 2 to the Atomy USA. Why?
¿Usted sabe por qué el señor Hangelbach lo mandó a él al número 2? O sea, que es que el vicepresidente.
Because Atomy USA is the most important place in the Atomy business.
La razón es porque Atomy Estados Unidos es el lugar más importante después de Corea en el
You
negocio.
know, his personality is very aggressive business people.
Usted sabe, estos socios, este socio es una persona agresiva para el negocio.
Very powerful businessman.
Es un hombre, un gran hombre de negocios, con mucho poder.
Are you get on this bus?
¿Usted quiere estar con este jefe?
Are you gonna be slow? Okay, I'll be there slowly.
¿Usted va a estar, quiere caminar despacio? Ok, él va a estar con usted despacio.
Please don't waste time.
Por favor, no desperdicie su tiempo.
More go crazy, Uncle Mike.
Vámonos a enloquecernos, ¿ok, señor Mike?
Yeah, we have to do speed up together with this company.
Necesitamos acelerarle juntos.
Be prepared this year. Let's jumping 2023. How about that?
Preparémonos este año y vamos a saltar en el 2023.
Are you ready, Mon?
¿Está listo, Mon?
Are you ready, Roland?
Ralen,
Are you ready, Gerard?
Jeter.
Are you ready, Uncle Mike?
Uncle
Yes.
Mike, ¿listo?
Yes. How about Greg?
Greg,
Yes.
Thank you very much, everyone. All my business partner and I love you, everyone. Thank you.
los
That's
quiero
all.
a todos. Gracias por estar aquí, a todos mis socios.
All right, thank you very much. That's our Royal Master, Yusuk Sung. Let's give her a hand. She got a lot going on. Okay, as far as announcements, there are no announcements tonight. For those of you that have the number for the Tuesday night call at 8 o'clock, we definitely want to invite you on. We're going to have Dr. Suzanne Dotson on coming on this Tuesday night. And also Walter Turner out of Canada is also going to talk to us as well. And we're going to have some good testimonies. So make sure that you are on this call. Take a picture of that information so you'll have it and make sure that you're on. We're looking very forward to hearing Dr. Susanna Dotson. All right, thank you so much. Take a picture, make sure you have it. All right, we're gonna get ready for the company motto. It's so good. Want to say hello to everyone, especially for those of you who are new and here for the first time. We are so happy that you are with us, and just stay plugged in. That if you want to be successful, stay plugged in and do not quit. All right, everybody unmute, and remember, if you can master the art of signing up people for free, you could be financially independent. And with that said, I just have one question. Company motto, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Cheers.
cheers.
Hi, guys.
Have a great your business.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, crazy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
So Beatrice,